No. The negotiating tactic is, I'm gonna say, please, for 5,500, you must do. It's my family.
What about your family?
My family. You must, 5,500, please. Come on. It has no tailpipe.
You don't need to open it, do you?
My story about family work. He agreed to 5,500. Freaking guys. That annoying squeaking sound obviously was the serpentine belt, and that's one of the first things I ended up changing. Cost me about 30 bucks. Couple of rust spots, no big deal for a rust master like myself. The tailgate was actually bent outward as if something hit it from the inside of the truck, and you can see above the handle there somebody tried to straighten it out by just pounding on it. That is not the way you do that. So I had to repaint the tailgate and fix all those dents. This looks like they hit some kind of pole or something and just obviously never fixed it. And this little dent I actually ended up doing paintless dent removal on, and it turned out pretty okay. The thing that excited me most about this flip is that I didn't have to do any crazy mechanical work. Driver's seat was in really bad shape, broken and ripped. The interior was actually not that bad, kind of dirty. I wonder if the guy noticed the tailpipe hanging off and took it off, or if it fell off on the highway and hit the car behind him. These two gaskets I'm pointing at here had major exhaust leaks, so the guy just sawzalled off those parts and added new pipe to it. I think it took this guy about 45 minutes to do all this, and he only charged me $150, but I ended up giving him $200 because I thought it was well worth the work. All right, here's my trusted advisor on my side hustle of flipping cars. Yeah, it's bent like this.
No, it's not.
And it's bent like this.
No.
Yes, it is.
Because this line...
Look at it. You kidding me? Look at it from right here. So I was thinking put a ratchet strap to a chain or something here and pull it this way. So the first thing I decided to tackle was that big dent on the back fender. I wanted to get it into decent enough shape to put Bondo on it and sand and paint it. This is a homemade stethoscope to listen to where the grinding noise was coming from the back, and it turned out to be a bad rear bearing, which was one of the worst repairs I've ever had to do in my life. Okay, so I got this. I like to use Bondo glass for the first coat because it is super strong. They actually make boats out of it. It's fiberglass reinforced, basically epoxy body filler. did an identical Tundra flip and every single one of the rear bumper bolts snapped off, so I was trying real hard to avoid that here.
Как можно ближе надо сделать.
Стой. Like this, and this should go down. You know what I'm saying? This should be straight.
Do not rush it.
Don't rush it. This process, do not rush it.
Couple minutes left. Final sanding time, but I had to get some new air filters. I think those have been on there for like 2 years. Better than nothing.
Убери, сейчас загоришься нахер, блядь. Убери его вообще тут, выключи. Ты загореться хочешь? Совсем охерел, блядь.
Ooh, that looks nice. 600 to get all that yellow off. Every time I look at it, this silver tape just drives me crazy. Oh, there it goes.
Then you can quickly start moving. And this is one of those.
Consulting. Remember what this looked like before? I'll do a before and after. Do you remember that? That was over here. I do not want to paint this, so I don't want to crack the paint. at all. So I'm gonna heat this up, pull this. This got dinged up a little bit. Then I gotta pull the bumper into decent enough shape to rhino line it. This side also has a little bit of damage this way. So I'm gonna have to pull that out, pull this out, and then pull this whole entire bumper out. And what I was thinking of doing is putting two ratchet straps, one here, onto a tree and just pulling this whole situation. So when it comes to do-it-yourself bodywork, I don't think it can get much more do-it-yourself than this, because I planted this tree actually out of that forest back there about 15 years ago, and it was 6 feet tall probably. Look at her now. Been waiting 15 years to pull out this dent. Let's see how it goes. That actually made it straight. I've been wondering if this is gonna work or not. That part worked. Now this has gotta come out. This has to go back in. But this has to come this way. I don't know why I didn't use this one right away. This one. For the record, I know this is probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna go real slow and just see what happens. That did nothing. Whoopsies. You just want a little fire, not that much fire. Break. Oh, wow, I can't believe that worked so well, you know? That's wow. Really nice. That's cool. I think as far as the glue pulling stuff, the stuff on Amazon is pretty good for the price. But the rods and all that stuff, you gotta buy those separate, because the ones on Amazon, I guess, are flimsy and don't actually push the dents out. So here's the knockdown tips. Goes from like super sharp to blunt. These are like cheap plastic, but they'll work because you don't really hit these hard. It's just like tink, 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 tink. I think you're supposed to get a little rubber mallet or a paddle. Or maybe this thing, I don't know. This will work, but that's not what this is for. My favorite part about this whole set is that it's got this reflective thing, reflector right here on the bag, so you can put this on the road in case you break down. You have to do emergency PDR on the side of the road at night, so that's nice. All right, so my main goal of this, my entire goal here is to not bust out any more Bondo or paint. No. How about this? No. Okay, one more time now. Oh no. No. Oh, this is scary. This is straight up scary. Make sure I don't make many more dents. I saw a bunch of dudes doing this. I guess this relieves the pressure. The two things I'm trying to avoid is cracking this paint and making this worse. Oh my God. Something. Ugh. Yeah. You guys see that? Mother. Yeah. What happened was I was pushing with this thing through the foam pad, and this thing just still went through the foam pad and made a sharp edge. I probably haven't used the glue gun since, I don't know, 1998, I would imagine. See how this works? It looks so easy on YouTube when people do it, but I think that slide hammer thing is not the way. This is working. It's not like popping this off. It's actually pulling the dent out. Ooh. As soon as I said, this is what you call flailing. Well, it's my first time. Ah. It's okay. It's not good. It's not great. But anybody else work and then all of a sudden there's just a pile. I gotta organize this. All right, so I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna have to touch this up. That's not bad. It took me a long time because I have no experience and no pushing tools. And I could have done even more damage than that, honestly. This antenna thing has been bothering me ever since I found out that it looks like that. So while I wait for some glue tabs to dry, try and change this out. It only took 15 minutes to get the old one out of there. I'm good with it. There's another thing that I gotta do is the tail light is like coming apart. So a bunch of water and stuff gets in there, so I'm just gonna Bondo it and then spray paint it. Gluing it back together will never hold because there's already glue there. Dang, you can stand pretty far away from this stuff. Oh man, I gotta run here. All right, I'm gonna sew this seat up. I fixed it. This was broken, so I screwed this back in, so it like brought this up. So now I just gotta sew it. I'm not getting a new one. It is what it is. Let me see if I can do this editing trick. All right, now I gotta clean this thing up. Is that a quarter in there? How did a quarter get in there? How am I gonna get it out? Guess it's staying. 1, 2. Yeah, it's. Whew. This will do for a first round clean. Let's go through what I found. A lot of marine animals. Found Nemo. Jack of Spades. Candy. Skittles. Should I eat the Skittles? Leave a comment down below. Some nice leather gloves. A squeegee. Plastic straws. Not environmentally conscious, but hey, it's all right. And $1. 40, 50, 55, 52, $1.52. Nice. Now I just gotta polish it. I like to use my orbital sander for this. I think it works just as good. Putting these on. Almost back together fully. See this? Because it's cold outside. And we got the handle. Look at the shininess on that sunk. Like monkey rotis. Sacaratenche. Oh! Oh! Even has a key. It's the first time it's been sunny in like a month. Don't be fooled though, it's like 10 degrees out. Oh, wow. Ah! Why not open? Why not open? Why? Okay, update. I don't know what I was doing, but it actually does open. Oh, was it filming? Put it in after. Took out my cabin air filter. You guys think this is dirty? Looks like there might have been some rodents living in this one too. Can't believe it's red. Some sort of roof rack on this thing. I decided to turn this into a stealth camping machine and take it on a countrywide road trip to some of the best ski and snowboard destinations in the United States. 8,000 miles and 20 resorts later, this is what it looks like now. All right, so here's the finished product here. But as I mentioned, once I got the topper, my plans changed because I saw a bunch of truck camping videos and it looked like so convenient and awesome to stealth camp in something like this. So I ended up taking this thing on an 8,000 mile road trip. So now I have this basically like camper on wheels. I parked this thing everywhere from parking lots of ski areas to residential neighborhoods, depending on where I was. I probably spent 40% of my nights 5 weeks long in here and the rest staying with friends. Fishing gear. These are completely soaked. Oh, interesting. Privacy curtain for the back window. So yeah, sorry about the clickbait title, but this thing is just so convenient for my life right now. And I'm pretty confident that I could still sell it for like $9 grand in my local market with how nice it drives and how nice it is on the inside. So go to my channel, check out my road trip videos. Those are good. And then there's a bunch of flip videos in there too. Thanks for watching.